Today, I'm sharing the secrets of the Mediterranean meat masters, how to make ground beef incredibly tender without a single breadcrumb. A juicy, keto-friendly masterpiece stuffed with melting cheese. We start with the soul of the dish, cumin. Never use pre-ground spices if you can avoid it. Toast the seeds in a pan for 30 seconds until they start to dance. When you hear that pop and smell the aroma, crush them with a knife. This fresh oils will transform the meat. For that authentic Greek freshness, we use a vibrant mix of mandanos, parsley, and fresh diosmos, mint. Cleaning them in a centrifuge is a must. Why? Because wet herbs will steam the meat from the inside, making it soggy. Bone-dry herbs help us achieve that perfect, firm texture. Now, let's remove those tough stems and chop them finely to release all those beautiful oils. Now, you might wonder, why put mint in a burger? In Greek cooking, diosmos is the ultimate balancer. It cuts through the richness and fat of the beef and pork, providing a subtle, cooling lift that makes the meat taste incredibly fresh, rather than heavy. But it's not just about the flavor profile. Parsley is an antioxidant powerhouse, containing even more vitamin C than many citrus fruits. And both of these herbs are natural digestive aids. They help your stomach process the proteins more easily, which is why a traditional Greek meal always leaves you feeling energized, not sluggish. I'm curious though, what is your secret herb for a perfect burger? Is it basil, cilantro, or maybe something spicy? Tell me in the comments below. I love reading your kitchen secrets. We want them small enough to distribute their aromatic oils evenly through every single bite of the meat. Finally, let's add the lemon zest. Only the yellow part. It adds a bright Mediterranean highlight that cuts through the richness of the beef. Here is the pro hack for juiciness without bread. Grated zucchini. Squeeze out every drop of water. This fiber keeps the meat tender. We only want the fiber to hold the moisture of the meat, not extra water that could make the burgers fall apart. Now, grating the onion might bring a few tears, but it's a non-negotiable step for a truly juicy burger. By grating instead of chopping, we release a high concentration of natural enzymes that act as a powerful meat tenderizer. And then, the garlic. I use 2 cloves of fresh scordo. Crushing it through a press activates allicin, the powerful compound responsible for both its bold flavor and its heart-healthy benefits. It's the essential aromatic foundation that makes Mediterranean cooking so legendary. And now, the star of the show. This is high-quality mixed mince, beef and pork. Add your toasted cumino, the lemon zest, and the chopped herbs. Let's season it properly. A teaspoon of sea salt, a teaspoon of fragrant dried oregano, and a generous grind of fresh black pepper. Now the science behind that legendary fluffiness, we add just a 1/4 teaspoon of baking soda and 2 tablespoons of ice-cold sparkling water. This reaction creates tiny carbon dioxide bubbles that expand during cooking. It's the ultimate secret to achieving a light, airy texture that is usually impossible on a bread-free keto diet. Knead the meat for at least 5 minutes. We want to activate the proteins.
Give it a few good slaps against the bowl. This removes air pockets, so your burgers won't crack. Let it rest in the fridge for 30 minutes to let the flavors marry. If you're enjoying these tips, please hit the like button and subscribe for more healthy Aegean secrets. While the meat rests, let's prepare the heart. Here is the lava center secret. Don't just use a cube of cheese. Grate the Kasseri and compress it into a tight ball. This creates tiny air pockets that help the cheese melt into a silky, perfectly creamy flow when you cut it. For our side, we're making Maroulosalata. I slice 1/2 of lemon into thin rings to act as a protective, aromatic bed for our burgers in the air fryer. The other half is squeezed for our dressing. Nothing is wasted here. Next is the dill, or anethos. Just like the other herbs, it needs a good spin in the centrifuge. Bone-dry dill stays fluffy and won't clump together in your salad. Here's a tip. Roll the dill into a tight, dense bundle before chopping. This professional technique prevents bruising the delicate leaves and keeps all those fragrant essential oils inside the herb, instead of leaving them on your cutting board. Into the bowl it goes. Now for the cucumber. And I always use the zebra peeling style. First, a very practical hack. Those flat peeled sides stop the cucumber from rolling around on your cutting board. It's much safer and gives you perfectly even slices every time. Next, the radishes. I slice them into paper-thin, translucent discs. They add a bright, peppery crunch and a beautiful pop of pink color against the green. Beyond the looks, radishes are excellent for stimulating digestion, making them the perfect partner for our rich meat dish. Now for the star of the show, maruli, or romaine lettuce. Into the centrifuge it goes. I can't emphasize this enough. Dry leaves are the only way to avoid a soggy salad. We want the dressing to cling to the leaves, not pool at the bottom of the bowl. Watch this technique. Roll the leaves tightly into a bundle before slicing. We're cutting them into very fine, thread-like ribbons. In Greece, a true Maroulosalata is always finely shredded. This creates a massive surface area, allowing every single ribbon of lettuce to be kissed by our lemon olive oil emulsion. Did you know that maruli contains a milky substance called lactucarium? It has mild calming properties, which is why this salad is the ultimate feel-good dinner to help you relax and wind down. Finally, let's add some green onions for a mild, savory kick, and our vibrant base is ready. Now, let's use that viral hack to create burgers that look like they came from a high-end steakhouse. First, I grease my hands and the plastic wrap with a little extra virgin olive oil. This is a pro tip. The oil on the surface of the meat will help create an instant sear in the air fryer, locking all those juices inside. Line a small bowl with the wrap and press a portion of the chilled meat against the walls. We're creating a perfect nest for our cheese. Drop in your Kasseri snowball right in the center. Now watch the magic of the wrap. As I lift the edges and twist, the tension of the plastic wrap compresses the meat perfectly around the cheese. This removes any remaining air pockets and creates an airtight seal that no hand forming could ever achieve. This is exactly why the cheese won't leak out. It's completely trapped in a pressurized meat shell. Repeat this for all 4 portions. Using the bowl ensures that every single bifteki is identical in weight and density. In the world of cooking, consistency is key. Identical burgers mean they will all cook perfectly at the exact same time. Before they go in, I'm giving each bifteki one final light brush of olive oil. This extra layer is exactly what creates that deep, golden, steakhouse quality crust we're looking for. Now, remember those lemon rings we sliced earlier? I lay them out on the air fryer rack to create a natural, aromatic bed. This is a brilliant double hack. First, it acts as a non-stick barrier, so the meat won't tear when you lift it. Second, as the lemons heat up, they release a delicate citrus steam that infuses the bottom of the burgers, keeping them incredibly moist from both sides. Gently place them on their lemon thrones, and we're ready for the heat. Air fryer. Set to 190 degrees Celsius. That's 375 degrees Fahrenheit for 18 minutes. About 6 to 8 minutes before the end of cooking, open the basket and carefully flip the burgers. I'm adding some fresh dendradibano, rosemary, that I just picked from my balcony garden here in Glifada. Always coat the sprigs in olive oil first. This simple trick protects the herbs from burning in the high heat while they release that incredible mountain aroma. While the burgers finish, let's make the dressing. Into the jar with olive oil goes salt, dried mint, and fresh lemon juice. Shake it vigorously. This creates a thick, creamy emulsion that will coat every ribbon of our salad perfectly. Allow the bifteki a few minutes to rest. This lets the internal juices redistribute, while the Kasseri heart reaches its perfect velvety consistency. While the meat settles, we bring the Maroulosalata to life with our emulsion. And now, the moment of truth. As the knife slides through, look at that steam rising and the meat releasing its natural juices. There it is, the heart of the dish. The Kasseri has transformed into a warm, creamy, and stretchy treasure. The meat is incredibly tender and deeply aromatic, perfectly balanced by the fresh romaine salad. It's a clean, high-protein feast that feels like a summer evening here in Glifada. If you enjoyed this, don't forget to check out my other recipes. Thank you for watching. And as always, Kali Orexi.